Hello and welcome. My name is Amanda, and today I have for you my Discover New Worlds Readathon TBR list. So the Discover New Worlds Readathon was a readathon created by Paige over at Creating & Co. I will leave a link to her Facebook book club group down in the description box below. But basically she does a bi-monthly readathon. So there are 6 readathons throughout the year, and August is our next readathon. This one is going to run from the week of August 26th through September 1st. Is that the date? I think so. One second here, I'm not quite prepared. Yeah, August 26th through September 1st. And there is a hashtag for this if you would like to find other members within social media platforms that are also participating. This time it is CC Disc New Worlds. And if you participate in the photo challenges like on Instagram or Twitter, you can type in that hashtag when you post your pictures, and then you can also search it to find other members. But the majority of the discussion is going to happen in the Creating & Co. book club Facebook group. So if you want to be a part of the whole thing, I would definitely go join that group. So this readathon, we have 5 reading prompts and 4 photo challenges. So I'm just going to start with the reading prompts. Each time we have a group read, and this time it is Soulless by Gail Carriger. I have read a couple of her steampunk-y books. And this Discover New Worlds Readathon is kind of steampunk themed, so that's what I'm trying to tailor my TBR more towards. I don't really know the synopsis of Soulless, but I know I've looked at it a couple times, and the other books I've read from her were the etiquette and espionage books, which follow a young adult character as she is kind of learning to be a spy on this like floating ship, and all these things go down. So Soulless, I believe, is more of an adult novel, and I'm really excited to see what it's about. I have been wanting to read more from this author, so I think it'll be really cool to just discover more. The next prompt is to read a new author, and this could be a new to you author. This could be like an author's debut novel, which I guess would be new to you. Basically, whatever you define new author as. And for this, I am reading Middletown by Kristen Simmons. I have not read a book by her before, but I own 2. And this one is, you can see on the cover, it's got cogs and things, so it is steampunk inspired. And it takes place in this town called Middletown, where the rules are simple. You work hard, keep your head down, and watch your back. You look out for number 1, and no one else, no one knows that better than Ty. She's been surviving on the factory line as long as she can remember, but now she has Colin, so she's no longer alone, and it's the 2 of them against the world. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. This is young adult, and I think it'll be a lot of fun to read finally. I put this on Book Depository, Book Outlet, I think last year, for a pretty decent price, and so it'll be nice to finally read another book that's on my shelf. And then the next prompt is to read a journey. So again, this could be anything that you classify as a journey. For me, I am again picking up Middletown for this, just because I think, this is a world we don't live in, so it's a fantasy sci-fi kind of world. And I think it's going to take us on some great adventure, some sort of journey, even if it just stays within Middletown. So I'm excited again to see where this goes. So the next prompt is to read a book set in a different time. For this, I am buddy reading Clockwork Princess by Cassandra Clare with my friend Darshell over at Creating & Co. And it's kind of special to buddy read a book with her during a Creating & Co. readathon, because that's how we met, and we've been reading and planning buddies for the past year and change. So it's going to be really cool to read a book, buddy read a book with her through this readathon. We started this year, I think in February, reading the Shadowhunter Chronicles, and we've made it through the first 3 books in the Mortal Instruments, and then this is the last book in the Infernal Devices, and then we're going to go back into the final 3 books in the Mortal Instruments. So just kind of taking our time with this readathon. We usually read 1 a month, but August we are actually squeezing in 2 this month, which is pretty cool. So it continues on with the events of the Infernal Devices and what happened in Clockwork Prince, which I enjoyed more than I did Clockwork Angel. And I really like these series, these 3 books, because they do explain the Shadowhunter world a lot better and just a lot more. So we get a lot more of the background, and I'm excited to see if we get even more of that with Clockwork Princess, and just kind of bring that trilogy to an end will be really nice. And then the last prompt is to read a book with a foiled cover. And for that, again, I am using Clockwork Princess. It's definitely metallic. I'm not entirely sure that it's foiled, but it's got metallic bits on it that reflect the light. So I'm counting that. So usually I try to read 5 books, but this month, since I am sitting my NEWTs at the same time, I wanted to pick books that were already on my TBR that I could fit in for the last week of the NEWTs that would work. So luckily they lined up pretty well, which I'm really excited about. So those are the 3 books I plan to read to cover the 5 prompts. And you can double up, triple up, quadruple up if you, I don't know. I don't think Soulless has a foiled cover, but it fits 4 of the 5 prompts. So you're pretty much taken care of if you just read the group book. And if that's all you can read in a week, that's pretty awesome. So moving into the photo challenges, we have 4 this time. The first is one that we pretty much always have, and that is to take a picture of your TBR. Mine's going to be pretty lackluster since I only have 1 physical book, but I don't know, maybe I can find a nice used copy of Clockwork Princess or something, or just, I don't know, include my phone and my Kindle so I can have one of each different format. Who knows? The second photo challenge is to take a picture of something metal or metallic. The third is floral, and the 4th is purple. So interpret these however you like. It's kind of fun. You can just let your creativity go with them. I am gonna have to put some thought into my pictures and what I want to do. This is the first time that I'm not like instantly have something in mind, which is kind of good because it stretches me a little bit. So that, I think, covers everything for this readathon. I will also post a link to the Creating & Co blog, which will have a list of what a readathon is, what this kind of encompasses, and the group read, and not just the group read, the reading challenges as well as the photo challenges. And then I can also list them out in the description box if you don't want to have to search too hard or have to rewatch this video every time you want to know what the prompts are. So I would really love to know if you plan on joining. I would love to know if you plan on joining in, and if so, what your TBR looks like. If we're reading any of the same books, especially if you're going to read the group read, I would love to know that. So please do let me know down in the comments below, and I will chat with you there until my next video. Bye!